The chapter begins with Samuel leaving the Trask household, where he has met Cathy for the first time. Samuel rides through the dark from the Trask household to his own. In the darkness, the narrator intervenes and says that there are predators and that there are prey, and the prey are hiding themselves and the predators are trying to find the prey. Could be nothing, also could be something. Maybe Steinbeck is saying that there are Cathys of the world and there are innocent victims in the world. East of Eden, there are predators and there are prey. Could be nothing, or Steinbeck could be comparing the predators to someone like Cathy. Samuel goes on, and we get the internal life of a wise man as Steinbeck sees someone. Samuel doesn't just let his emotions run over. He takes his emotions and he tries to examine them logically. So he has a sick feeling in the pit of his stomach, and he's just reviewing his day and thinking, when did the sick feeling come upon him? And why? And so he goes through Adam, the property itself. No problem there. Adam seems like a stand-up guy. He's not jealous of the property. Is it about himself? No. Way back in chapter 2, we learned that Samuel was an Irish immigrant, and the narrator at that time said that we don't know for sure whether he left Ireland for crime. It couldn't be that. Politics probably wasn't that. It was family lore to say he left Ireland for love. And now in this chapter, it seems like that is indeed the exact reason Samuel left Ireland. So is he jealous? No, it's not that. So it's not the land. It's not himself. It's not Adam. No, it is squarely in the person of Cathy that gives him the major ick and the sick feeling in the pit of his stomach. And then he, this wise man, taking his feelings and examining them logically, that's not good enough. He wants to get even closer. What is it? She looks normal. She dresses normally. No, it's specifically her eyes, those dead shark eyes. And he said, what? He tries to get even more scientific than that. What makes eyes evil? What makes eyes normal and regular? And whatever it is, he doesn't come to the conclusion here in this chapter. She's got it. And then that bugs Samuel even more. And he tries to think back, okay, this is not the only time in my life that I felt this way. I felt this way before. And then we get Steinbeck with this sort of Russian nesting doll approach to writing, where we're in the story of Samuel writing home at night after meeting Cathy, and all of a sudden we go back in his memory and we're in the middle of another story. We're on a different continent, and we're with Steinbeck's grandfather, Samuel's father, and Samuel is a tiny little boy. He's so little, maybe 5, 6, 7 years old, where he has to reach up to have his dad's hand, and he's in London, and there's stones in London under his feet, and all of a sudden we are with Steinbeck's grandfather at a hanging, a public execution, and the one getting executed locks eyes with a very young boy, Samuel Hamilton. And so this probable killer, this probable monster, this probable demon locks eyes with the little boy Samuel, and now years later he remembers it when he looks into the eyes of Cathy. So make no mistake, remember that as a 10-year-old girl, Cathy was already acting like a prostitute. As a high school age girl, she did something that led a young man to commit suicide. She committed double homicide and arson. She stole money. She was frankly terrible to Mr. Edwards, even though he had some guilt of his own. And so we've seen that Charles has called her a devil, and our narrator has called her a monster. The next chapter, no spoiler here, but the next chapter, we're going to see some more devilish behavior from Cathy. And Samuel Hamilton looks at her eyes and says, the eyes of a person tell you a lot about their character, and I've seen these eyes before. Samuel comes home, and he's grilled and he's interrogated by his wife as to what kind of people the Trask are. And so East of Eden, it's not just sociopath murderers and killers like Cathy, or would-be killers like Charles, or just not very good fathers like Cyrus, east of Eden, well, the nice religious people are a problem as well, in that there's no grace or mercy or kindness or tenderness or love. She seems to only care about this family in order to criticize them. So she wants to know not what's going on with the Mrs. Eyes, as Samuel notices, but her whole look and what she's doing. And so we go through Cathy's entire fit as Samuel remembers it, Cathy's entire look as Samuel remembers it, but that's not good enough for Liza. And finally, Liza hones in on not the eyes, but the hands. What are the hands doing? And Samuel says, well, the hands are nothing. And so there's an idleness that Liza is worried about. And so Samuel is bothered by the eyes of Cathy, and Liza, one person away through Samuel, is worried about the hands of Cathy and the wealth of Adam and Cathy. So all sorts of potential for corruption of her husband, this idle woman who is attractive with money, and Samuel with the devilish look in her eyes. And so from this chapter, we learn that wise people can look at Cathy and just know that there's something wrong. Adam, great guy, great intentions, longing for love, but maybe his childhood trauma has blinded him to the person that he's wedded himself to, and he is going to stretch into coming generations as the mother of his child.